Especially over the past couple of weeks, there has been a lot of talk about the metaverse. Now, as for the mainstream side, this is mainly due to Facebook because they changed their company name and their ticker symbol to Meta, obviously referring to Metaverse. But as for the crypto side, there has been a lot of buzz around the Metaverse because there are so many cool projects that are really blowing up recently. And one of the biggest ones right now is definitely Decentraland. And in this video, we are going to be talking about exactly what Decentraland is, where it's going in the future, and why these Metaverse projects are so exciting. But before we start, 10K Trades, a brand new YouTube channel talking about investing, cryptocurrency, and other blockchain news. So go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, and there will be much more content coming out in the future. Now let's get into today's video. So now that we're talking about Decentraland, which is one of the biggest metaverse projects right now, let's talk a bit about what this project actually is. So Decentraland and their token Mana defines itself as a virtual reality platform powered by the Ethereum blockchain. This allows users to create, experience, and monetize content and applications. So essentially, this metaverse is a world where people can come in and create whatever they want and have their own virtual avatar to kind of interact with other people within the world. And the fact that this is dealing with crypto, obviously there are a lot of ways to add monetary value to this, whether it's buying assets and also selling as well. Now, Decentraland was originally launched back in the ICO craze of 2017, and it originally raised $24 million at its initial coin offering. But since then, it took up until February 2020 when Decentraland actually opened and people were actually able to come on and build and use the platform fully. So this allowed people to do a bunch of different things, including interactive games, sprawling 3D scenes, and also a variety of other interactive experiences. So Decentraland has two different token types. There is Mana and there is Land. So if you're using Mana, which is an ERC20 token, you can burn Mana to acquire more Land, which is an ERC721 token. But you can also use Mana in a bunch of different other ways. That includes your avatars, wearables, names, and also many other things that you can buy on the Decentraland marketplace. So now the world of Decentraland was built for content creators, businesses, and individuals. So this is a great space for new artistic mediums or great business opportunities, or even just like a source of entertainment. Now in total, Decentraland is divided into over 90,000 individual pieces of land. This is that land token that I was talking about. And each of them are represented by the ERC721 token, which is also an NFT. And each square of land is 16 meters by 16 meters within the game. So it's essentially, as you buy land or acquire more land or these assets, it's essentially like buying land in the real world. This is what coined the term the metaverse, is because it's essentially an own world where you're able to buy and sell the different assets. And while landholders are actually free to develop whatever they want on the land that they own, much of the metaverse is actually broadly divided into several districts. And each of these districts have different sizes and different themes as well. And also, Decentraland is one of the many projects that are using the DAO system for the structure of governance decisions. So this means that the Mana holders are actually able to kind of govern how the world actually works. This really makes the metaverse much more community built, which is honestly what we need in these types of projects. So basically, Mana holders can vote on different policy updates or maybe specific upcoming land auctions or any other types of things like this. And also another thing for people that are holding the land token, another way to kind of use this as like passive income is that a lot of people are doing things like leasing or advertising or also paid experiences on top of their land. So for instance, if you own a lot of plots of land essentially, or those NFTs, you could then lease them out or charge for advertising on your land or anything like that. And it's almost like a passive income while you still own the token itself. And this could be a really good thing if you're in one of the parcels that has having a lot of traffic come through. This can make your token very valuable. Now, as we look for what Decentraland is going to be in the future, obviously with a platform like this, there are so many different ways to kind of get creative and also build new aspects to this world. And I even have a couple thoughts of how a metaverse like this could actually integrate the real world to make the whole thing more seamless for the everyday user. So for starters, everyone has their avatar, and you could also buy wearables for this avatar. And obviously these wearables are going to be NFTs because the owner actually owns the wearable itself. And because these are NFTs, this is where I see a great opportunity for real world brands to really get their foot in the door. So let's say in the real world, every time you buy Nike shoes or maybe like a Gucci belt or something like that, the company actually gives you an NFT to go with your purchase, which is the exact replica of the product that you're actually buying. That way you can not only wear those clothes in the real world, but you can also wear them in the game itself. Then because they are giving you that NFT will have the same amount of supply as the real world products. So for instance, if it's a very rare drop that you're buying, obviously the NFTs are going to be very rare rare as well, so that you can go onto the marketplace and actually sell those as well. This is essentially like these companies are actually getting their foot in the door because they're selling the exact same product that they're making physically, and they're also able to sell it to you digitally for your avatars to actually wear it. And while this may be a far-fetched idea at the time, I think brands are going to begin to wake up to this really quickly, and I think that it'll become more and more common in the next couple of years. Ultimately, the idea of this metaverse, I think, is a very, very good idea. And by just looking at the amount of traction that we've seen with these projects in the past couple of months, and the fact that one of the biggest companies in the world, Facebook, literally changed their name to Meta, it's just a major sign that we are heading in the right direction. Now, as for competitors, Decentraland is not the only metaverse out there for sure. There's also many other competitors, and one of them is also Sandbox, and Sandbox has actually been exploding as well. And Sandbox is also built on Ethereum, but there are many differences that it has from Decentraland, but I will cover it all in a later video. So now for the price of the Decentraland token, which now we're talking about is Mana. So right now, Decentraland is sitting at a total market cap of $4.8 billion. And it currently has a supply of about 1.8 billion mana, which is giving them a current price of about $2.67 per token. This is making Decentraland the number 44 coin in the entire crypto space. And ultimately, I am very bullish on Decentraland and a lot of these other metaverses that are being built up right now. And even though it is obvious that there is a lot of value in these games, such as just owning the land itself, I still believe that there are many new opportunities that will arise within these worlds, and that's exactly why I'm so excited about it. And now, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, and there will be much more content coming on in the future. See you in the next video.